All right. Welcome into another episode of High Five. I am Nico. I've got John and Dan here like always. We have two special guests this episode making their first airing appearance on the show. We have Boder and we have Mike. You can catch them on their respective shows in the channel. Boder's on the Citadel and Nerd Glasses. Mike on the Dream Team and Wetro Wednesday. Today we are doing our top 5 meals. So it can really be whatever wherever your imagination takes you. I'm sure we'll have some craziness in here.
When you say meal, is it like the whole entree or is it just a specific thing? Is it like top 5 favorite foods or?
It's just like a dish. I don't know. Like, I would say like a bag of chips is probably not a meal, but you could make your case for it if you wanted to.
That's all I needed to ask.
We've had some debates over what's a meal and what's not. TJ and I had some comments said to each other earlier today discussing. But yeah, so it's your favorite meals. Like always, our top 5 will go 5 up to 1. We'll throw in our trash picks as well, what our least favorite meals are. I'm sure that'll stir the pot a little bit.
Of course.
I'm sure someone's favorite's like someone's least favorite or something like that, like always. But I guess we can get right into it. But I think Boder's going to kick us off today. It is number 5.
Sure. My number 5, I kept it simple. My first few were pretty simple. Burger and fries. Cheeseburger and fries.
Very respectable pick.
And like you can switch those up. You can have different whatever on your burger. You're at Arby's, so you get curly fries, obviously.
Yeah.
Superior fries.
That's
but yeah,
I'm a waffle guy.
Okay.
Standard French fry.
Okay.
So
Okay.
We're at
So
three
burger
of
fine, but fries we need to discuss.
I think another little thing to note is that Dan does not put cheese on his burgers, which I think is very odd. What do we guys think? Cheeseburger, hamburger?
If
No way,
cheese is
hamburger.
available, then cheeseburger. Yeah.
Cheese isn't bad.
Oh,
I'll
Mm.
eat
Oh,
that,
like
but
cheese.
I don't understand why you don't like a cheeseburger.
Same with bacon. I don't want bacon on a burger either because it overpowers the flavor. I'd rather...
Depends on what's going on with the burger. If I'm like mushroom Swiss, I don't want bacon on that. If we're just talking like lettuce, tomato, yeah, I'll put bacon on that.
Yeah, we don't want overpowering flavors on the burger.
I think
The burger-
bacon
No,
adds
you
the
want-
most.
I want all the flavors. My favorite burger of all time is it's got like 8 stacks of jalapenos and there's like cheese stuffed jalapenos wrapped in bacon with like
and like a burger you can have like
Diablo
okay,
sauce.
I'll be contained here. I'll just do a mushroom Swiss, or I'll just do this,
Yeah.
or I'll go to Five Guys and pile the entire thing
Yeah.
on. Just go for it.
See, I don't think that cheese or bacon takes away from the taste of the burger. I think it only adds. It's not like bacon is overpowering the taste of like the beef. Like,
As far as cheese goes, it really depends on the burger type. You say what you're eating it with. I like one without cheese once in a while.
Okay.
I say like a rodeo burger, I think, with like the
All right.
onion rings and barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but then add like cheddar jack.
It does
Yeah,
improve
you
it.
can play with it. You
It's
can
like we're
play
not
with
just
cheese.
talking a slab
Yeah.
of Kraft singles on it. There's
Yeah.
options
It
for
really
cheese.
depends on the cheese and how much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
can be overpowering.
Okay.
I suppose. I'll allow it. All right, kick a very a good pick to start us off. Just a classic
Keep
burger
it
and
simple, yeah.
fries. Yeah, John.
can't go wrong with it. My number 5 is sushi, which some people wouldn't think of as a meal. I know we were debating on what's a meal, but
Eat enough of anything, it's a meal.
yes,
Yeah.
I like going to places where like you can kind of do like the unlimited sushi thing as long as you keep eating them. They just keep giving you more.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to do. I'm sure you guys are wondering what type of sushi I get.
Yeah, what's your role?
So most of the time I'll try to mix it up and get different things, whatever sounds interesting, but a classic is the shrimp tempura roll. I just love the tempura. So I usually get that every single time, and then I'll throw in other ones. But just sushi, it's just like you can't go wrong. And sometimes I will get it as an appetizer before
You can
I
go wrong and get whatever he orders. It's disgusting.
But yeah, here the thing is that when Dan gets sushi, he always goes with like the regular rolls.
California roll.
He just
I would
goes
get
with
that, one
there's
of those,
nothing
and then
wrong
one
with it.
other
It's just
different
basic.
one.
I always go with the special rolls. There's always a category it's like special rolls, and those are like $15 per roll. Those are the ones you have to
Money bags, I
buy.
guess.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So is this a completely pro sushi table then? You guys all eat
I
it?
am sushi ambivalent. I'm like, oh, that's
I'm
interesting.
anti-sushi.
I would rather die than eat that personally.
I think I'm the one that likes it the most, and then Dan probably likes it next.
We went to, where did we go? What place is that called? Do we know what it was called? Was that Duo? We went to a
might have
place
been
the other,
Duo.
probably like a month or so ago, and I was forced to eat sushi.
He
for the
liked
first
it.
time.
He liked it.
I ate whatever he ordered. It was the grossest thing I ever ate in my life.
So you guys go full blown
Well,
raw
it was
fish
like
and all of it?
It wasn't
I
like
did.
that. No. It was like a hibachi place, and they got like sushi to start.
Gotcha.
His was gross. He had one. It had like some. It was like spicy crab, like shredded on the top. That was good.
All right, all right.
Yeah. I also had...
I would not do the big slab.
This
of fish on
wasn't
the top.
that
Could not do
good,
that.
but it was very interesting. I also, that same night, I had... It was like covered with like steak on the outside. It was sushi, but it was like
Ooh.
steak was on the outside,
All
which
right,
was very
all right.
interesting. But
I would only try the vegetable one, and then that's it.
It just like it doesn't do much for me. Like it's just rice. Like I'm not a big rice guy.
side note, rice is amazing. I know that was...
Rice is his favorite food.
No, rice is probably the most underrated food in my
It's just
opinion.
a thing. It's
Probably
just
gonna make multiple appearances on your list tonight, right? Rice.
At least
Yeah,
another
okay. We'll
time.
just count
At
how
least
many
one more
times
time.
rice
I
comes
think
up on the
that
list.
I think it only pops up one more time.
all right,
but-
rice counters at one.
Okay.
Steve,
No,
what is that
actually, no. I think it comes
What?
up two more times.
Yeah, I feel like I know another one that's gonna
Yeah,
have
no.
rice in.
All right. My number 5 is my go-to like lunch meal. Just something light, something easy. It's just a turkey club. It's just the best.
All right.
The best sandwich for my tastes. I should put an asterisk here. I'm like the pickiest eater of all time, and I eat very plain things a lot. So that might give you a little peek, a little window into my choices. But
Yeah.
Turkey Club, it's just a great sandwich. Like especially when you get like the nice tall stacks with like 3 slices of bread, like nice and toasted, some turkey, some bacon, some.
Does it have cheese?
I don't think it does have cheese.
No.
I don't
Okay,
like turkey.
another
Turkey.
point for the non-cheese team.
Hey, that's a
Bacon,
cool-
lettuce.
Okay, are you saying you don't like
Okay,
cheese
so
for
that's a cold
anything?
sandwich.
No, I do. I
Yeah.
love cheese.
Well, it can
Cheese
be
makes
cold. It can be,
my
yeah.
list a couple
The
times.
difference of like hot and cold sandwich.
I don't
Um,
put cheese on sandwiches though.
You don't?
Depends on the sandwich, but for turkey, I would never
That's
put cheese
insane.
with turkey. I put it with ham.
You're a weirdo. You're a weird person.
Yeah, so like I don't know that I would have it in my top 5, but like clubs definitely have a place. Like if I go to Denny's, most of the time I'm there to eat something huge and greasy and feel
Yeah.
terrible for a day and a half afterward. If I think ahead and I'm like, you know what, let me have something light at Denny's, it's going to be a club.
Yeah, that's like it's my go-to just lunch. Like something that, you're not going to feel like weighed down the rest of the day, like
Yeah.
the afternoon. It's just, that's my
Yeah,
favorite
that's
thing to
fair.
eat where I'm like, it's not bad for me, I don't think.
It's not
okay.
as bad for me as everything else
I feel
I'll eat.
good. It's like realistically, there's not many time when I'm going to a restaurant. I'm like, I'm just going to get a salad and be a healthy person. Like I'll get the club. That's my healthy
Salads are
choice.
really good though at restaurants. If you get a salad at a
I guess,
restaurant,
but
it's
I'm
usually
just saying,
pretty
like,
good.
if I'm
Caesar
going
salad,
to get
or I
lunch,
want chicken.
I would not just get a salad and be like, I'm done for the day. Like, I'm good. But yes, Turkey Club.
Now I'm wondering if anyone has a salad as a meal. We'll see.
I don't.
Steak
Unless
salad.
it had chicken, I don't know if I would consider that a meal myself. But
Yeah.
or another
I
meat.
mean,
I
there's
guess.
good salads. It's just,
Yeah.
I would never meal the salad.
Yeah.
All right, Dan?
Okay, so a lot of people would probably consider this an appetizer. This is chicken noodle soup.
Oh, shit.
So
Bring
specifically,
up the Campbell's instantly.
now
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Specifically, my mom's homemade chicken noodle soup. I like it from a soup or from a can too, but I like the homemade, just chicken broth with chicken and noodles.
Not bad.
Else,
Not
no
bad.
veggies?
I'm not into. I've had it with carrots every once in a while.
It's
John
really
likes
good with carrots.
I'm not
Yep.
always into
Yep.
that. Load the salt in there though. It's probably not
See,
that
that's the one thing that makes me not. That's the only soup that I eat is chicken noodle soup. I'm again very picky, but it's always way too salty for me. Like it's just.
So obviously I've had this homemade version we're talking about.
Yeah.
But I like that. I would not say that I like a Campbell's chicken noodle soup. I don't like that taste.
I would say I like it, but that's not why it made my list. If it was just that would be so far down. Like, that's good. I'll eat that, for lunch if I'm getting something quick.
Yeah.
But I like the homemade, it's really good.
I would pick so many soups above that.
Yeah, I like. Oh, I mean, it's classic. It's simple, but it's a classic that then you can work off of.
It is. It could be like something like a nice hearty little meal.
In my opinion, I wouldn't have soup alone as a meal. What I would do is, if that's along with like a grilled cheese sandwich, then that's a meal for me personally.
Soup and salad.
Dan's just living the big bowl of soup, right? I mean,
that's fair. That's fair. I mean, yeah. Again, you have enough soup. That's a meal.
Yeah. All right, Mike.
So I'm gonna go with dessert first.
Oh.
So any Stewart's ice cream.
Oh.
So it's far superior to any other ice cream that I've had around here. I'm completely spoiled after having it.
Yeah.
And there's like probably 7 or 8 different flavors I can always swap between, so it never gets old.
What flavor's your best?
My number 1 flavor, that is a good question. Probably mint chip.
Okay.
Mint
That's
chip.
my favorite. Well, it's mint chip or mint
Toothpaste.
cookie crumble. They're both
Based.
right up there. Yeah,
That
I get
is
made fun of a lot for mint ice cream being my favorite ice cream. It like refreshes you. It like you don't feel like weighed down from it. It's like
to brush your teeth at night.
yeah, you don't even have to brush your teeth after.
When you get ice cream, are you just getting a couple scoops in a bowl? You doing like brownie sundae, Jim
I
Dandy?
normally
What are you
just
doing?
get a couple scoops in a bowl, sometimes
all right.
some whipped cream.
So
But-
what would you just say to someone? This isn't what I feel, but what would you say to someone that says your favorite ice cream comes out of a gas station?
It is, I mean,
They
it's
don't know
also like a
Stewart's.
dairy, kind of, I would say.
Not all Stewart's are gas stations.
Yeah.
That is a good point, though.
That's
Yeah.
not how I feel, but
Right.
we've had a similar debate
Yeah, that's fair.
before.
Where else would you
Yeah.
get it from, though,
I
is what
know.
I would say.
The
That
thing is that
the grocery
all
store?
people watching this might not know what Stewart's is.
True, okay.
And
Martha's,
if they
Robin
look it
Debs,
up,
the soft
it's like a
serve
Oh,
gas
okay,
station.
okay.
That's different. Soft serve is different
But
from.
I do
from-
think it's the best ice cream too. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
with
agreed.
you.
Agreed.
It's definitely the best. And mint's definitely the best.
There's
Simple as that.
honorable mentions, cotton candy, Death by Chocolate,
That's by chocolate.
butter
really
pecan.
Okay.
Butter
I don't know
pecan
if
is
I could
really
do
good.
cotton
Yeah.
candy. I'm
That's
not
like a nostalgic one. That's the one I'd
Yeah.
get after Little League games when you
Yeah.
get the free ice
Yeah.
cream cone.
True. I'm not
This
like a
makes me
big-
feel like I'm 13 again.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Back to Boater for
All right,
4.
back to number 4. Again, keeping it simple. Pizza. Pizza and wings or pizza and garlic nuts specifically.
Keep stealing all my later ones.
I'm taking your number 1s and I'm like, like number 4. It's fine.
I'm a big garlic knot guy. I mean,
Yeah.
pizza obviously is
Oh, yeah, yeah.
amazing,
I
But
thought you were going just a completely different thing right there.
no,
Yeah.
because he said pizza and
Yeah.
garlic knots.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
I'm
do
just
love
making a
garlic
comment
knot.
about
I-
how I like
What
garlic
about
knots.
wings, though? Wings is the
So-
superior
so-
stuff.
I like
I
wings.
think pizza and wings is superior to pizza and garlic knots, but I also will often make wings at home in my air fryer just as a meal, as just wings. So when I order pizza, I'm getting it with garlic knots for the variety.
Yeah, because you don't want to eat wings all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
and garlic
I do
knots are
love
amazing too.
All
So
of that.
Yeah.
All of it combined. I love.
I missed it. Or yeah, you keep going.
No, it's just.
Did you say? Did you specify? Did you say pepperoni pizza or what did
I
you
did
say?
not. I did not specify a pizza, because sometimes it's like I'll do sausage or like barbecue chicken. I actually I like chicken bacon ranch.
Like buffalo chicken.
Buffalo is great. Buffalo is great if they're using buffalo and barbecue are both great if they're using the respective sauces instead of tomato sauce. If they're
Yeah.
just like squirting some hot sauce on top of a
Yeah.
tomato sauce pie,
I agree
it's
with that.
weird.
Yeah.
And chicken bacon ranch that you mentioned, I've recently come to know that I love chicken bacon ranch everything. The place, what is it called? Whitman's like brewing company in Saratoga does like Detroit style pizza,
Okay.
and they have a chicken bacon ranch. It's the best chicken bacon ranch thing I've ever had in my life.
Yeah,
It's so
I
good.
used to work in downtown Saratoga, and I would go to Pizza 7 all the time.
Yeah.
And grab like barbecue chicken bacon ranch,
Yeah.
a baked ziti pizza they have now and then, which is
Very
nice for a
interesting.
change, but not
Yeah.
on my top.
What does it say? While we're all talking pizza, what's the stance on pineapple?
I've never actually had it, but I like
pro
pineapple.
on pizza.
I hate pineapple in
You're
general.
not in this, Dan.
I hate pineapple is probably like one of my least favorite just tastes in general, like juice.
It is
pineapple.
very specific.
That's
Yeah.
probably gonna come up later again.
Yeah,
but-
like pineapple and pepperoni, pineapple and ham, pineapple with a salty meat, then sweet and salty together, and it
Yeah.
works.
I don't hate it. I mean, I've fucked with the ham and pineapple pizza before.
Yeah,
I would give it a try.
I can't do the pineapple.
So I used to not like pineapple either. We're gonna probably talk about that later. I tried pineapple pizza before liking pineapple. Now I like it, so I kind of want to give it another try.
It's a gateway.
I feel like it could be good.
Yes.
Cool.
I can see like why people like it, like a little like fruitiness, like the sweet flavor on the pizza, like mixing sweet and savory and stuff together.
Yeah.
But not for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
John,
I'm not going to take up a pitchfork for my position, but
We already mentioned.
I don't need help.
We already mentioned this as a possible meal, but I'm going with just wings as a meal.
Nice.
As one of my favorite meals. I'm a big buffalo sauce kind of a guy, but obviously, like a good garlic parm wing is just
Absolutely.
amazing.
Yep.
This might be a crazy thing to say, but I think just in terms of chicken by itself, the best type of chicken is a wing.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I would have to disagree, but I mean, I respect that pick. My favorite, when I was in Charlotte, there was a place, it was like Wild Wing, I think it's like a chain, and we'd go there every day for lunch. From 11 to 12:30, they had an open wing bar. You pay like $10, you get as many wings as you can eat. I'd probably go like twice a week and just sit there and rip 30 wings like for lunch. Like,
It's definitely something
I'm
that you
getting
can
my
eat a
money's
lot
worth.
of.
Like I'm gonna eat as many as I can until I can't move.
Yeah.
Just all the flavors. Wings are very good.
It's one of those things that I could just keep eating.
Yeah.
You know,
Are we flat or drum guys?
flat, obviously. Flat, obviously. It's
I'm a
not even a
flat guy.
question.
I do like the flats.
I like, oddly enough, I like the skill and dexterity required for eating a flat and really stripping one down, but at the same time, it's hard to argue with a good meaty drum.
Yeah, you're probably getting.
If you get a
more-
drum
I
that is
feel like the
chonky,
meat isn't as good though. There's more of it and it's like
I feel like it
chunkier, but I feel like
depends
it's
on the
not
drum.
as
Sometimes
good.
it's like tight and it doesn't have as much on there. Like, sometimes
Well,
the flat you can get like a good like meaty piece, but
Yeah.
it just depends on the wing.
Well, you can get screwed with the flats too sometimes, so there's like barely any meat on them.
Yeah.
I just prefer the flat, and I also I like to break out like the flat trick where you can just like clean it off and pull it out. That's a classic move. I have to.
And
go
I
for
always
it.
like break it open.
that's
There's
cheating.
two like bones.
That's cheating.
Cheating.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there's rules to eating wings.
Use your tongue. Get in there.
My favorite meal and I'm cheating.
It's your fourth favorite. It's okay.
Fourth
Don't feel bad yet.
It was Just I like wings.
Yeah.
I
It's,
like
again. We got an air fryer, and then about a month later, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can make wings at home," and it's
Yeah.
been like black magic ever since.
I will have to say I like Boner's pick of pizza and wings better than your just wings.
Okay, but pizza is, in my opinion, a lot more filling than.
Yeah.
So
Bread.
like when you have wings, you can really enjoy them. You know, just enjoy the wings as
Okay.
the wings.
You want to lose any of the shine to the
Yeah,
pizza.
yeah.
All right. My number 4 is probably my favorite thing to order. Whenever it's on the menu, I'm ordering it. It's chicken and waffles. I love chicken and waffles. Like it's a more socially acceptable chicken tender order. Like I feel when I was growing up, all I ever ate was chicken tenders, and now I'm not going to a restaurant with all my friends or something and getting the tenders. I can't. I get shamed. I get made.
Who's
fun
gonna
of.
shame you for tenders? I'm
No,
gonna throw
everyone
hands.
shames me for tenders.
I feel like chicken and waffles is even worse. Though.
No way.
I would
Chicken waffles.
Chicken and waffles is like, at least in the South, it's like a really.
That's
big
what I'm
thing.
thinking.
Oh
You
yeah,
like-
definitely. It feels more regional.
It
if I'm
is, like-
judging, I think you love soul food
Yeah.
when I see that.
Yeah, I mean, I
wrong
feel
with
like
that.
it's a respected meal. People are like, He's getting the chicken and waffles. Like,
Yeah.
what a fancy gentleman.
It does have a
And it's just
fanciness
chicken
to
tenders
it.
with syrup on it. It's just great. It's mixing waffles, like syrup. Like you can get some hot sauce in there. You get the chicken. It's just
Hot
great.
sauce
and
and
it's-
syrup.
Well, I mean, you probably could mix them, but I just kind of like, you got like, they give you like a little thing of hot sauce sometimes. You got the syrup, you can dip, you can pour.
Maple
you
syrup
can-
is weirdly flexible.
Yeah.
Like,
Syrup is-
strangely.
yeah, it works so well with it. Like,
You're like, oh yeah, I'm making a stir fry, and part of the sauce is maple syrup. You're like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
No, trust me, it's fine.
I just particularly hate this one. I don't know why. I just don't like the sweet and
just
the chicken
It
and
is
with the
very
syrup on there is
sweet.
something very weird to me. Those flavors. I mean, people do it, and it's very, like you said,
Yeah.
beloved, but I just can't do it
yeah.
anytime I've tried
It
it.
basically is just now made it socially acceptable for me to order chicken tenders whenever I want to. And I will get it every
You
time.
order chicken tenders if you want to order chicken
No,
tenders.
I won't. That's a Dan thing. He'd get me fun for it. A Dan Chevron
Or
thing.
chicken nuggets too. I feel like that's a hard thing to order.
Yeah.
Without getting
Well,
made fun
that's-
of.
Well,
I'd make fun of you for that.
I like chicken nuggets.
I don't like chicken
I mean,
nuggets,
do
though.
restaurants even sell chicken nuggets?
On the kids menu.
Yeah, on the kids menu.
Okay.
Half
Oh, yeah.
the time
If you're
with the
ordering off
guys.
the kids menu.
At the same time,
Depends
there's
on the
mad
restaurant.
respect to the adult that says, hello, yes, in this adult establishment, I would like an order of dino nuggets.
Yeah.
please."
Can I have
Respect.
the dino nuggets and the Kraft mac and cheese?
Exactly.
All right.
Brownie.
All right, Dan.
Okay, so it's funny that you just said Kraft mac and cheese, because my next thing, not Kraft, but mac and cheese is
All
my
right.
next
Okay.
pick.
Yeah.
You know, I really like Kraft too, but just mac and cheese as a whole, you know, you can get some homemade ones at restaurants with like the cheese over the top and the breading and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Just, I mean, can't go wrong with mac and cheese.
I
That's
do
a
like
fantastic
it. With
pick.
the breading, the crunchy, like when it's crisped up.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
very
it's
good.
really good. Like
I,
when
I
I-
love getting it from Druthers.
Yeah, whenever you go out, I feel like
Amazing.
it's on the menu. You gotta
And you
get
can
it.
get it a little crazy. You can get some buffalo chicken in the mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
You can go crazy with it too.
Yeah,
I like
loaded
mac
mac and
and
cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
that's a
classic.
fantastic pick.
Well,
Does anyone have shit to say about mac and cheese?
You put cheese on your mac
I was
and
just
cheese,
laughing at how
though?
he's going crazy with it. So it's just
I said
noodles and cheese
No,
most
you
of the
can get some. You can go barbecue chicken. You can go buffalo chicken.
I mean, like when I
Is
make
that
it at
kid
home,
crazy, though?
if I'm making Kraft mac and cheese at home, I'll still throw in like some frozen
Yeah.
popcorn chicken.
yeah.
To
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
for
see,
a little
for
bit
me,
extra, make
like
it pop.
I guess it's probably not good for you to have meat all the time, but I have to have meat in a meal. Like I just have to. Like
Yeah.
It's just
A meal
feels
without a
off.
meat protein just feels weird.
yeah, can't do it. But I like mac and
I'm
cheese.
surprised he puts cheese on his mac and
I
cheese,
know.
not just
Just
having mac.
macaroni.
I like
Mac.
and cheese. Sometimes I go no cheese. Sometimes cheese.
No, in that context, cheese, you need it.
Okay.
There's a lot of things I love with cheese. I just don't always put on my burgers or sandwiches.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. All right. Mike 4.
Since we had pizza and wings both in there, I guess I'll just do pizza now and get it
Okay.
off the table.
Okay.
So I'd probably rank it a little bit higher, probably almost 2 or 1. You can't really argue with pizza,
Yeah.
as they say. Even bad pizza is good. It's like sex. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty good.
Yeah. Exactly. That's, you gotta let him
There's
die by that.
regret involved later. Who's
You
what's-
could regret
okay,
eating a whole pizza.
What is the worst pizza anyone at this table has had?
I've never.
There's
actually
definitely
had that.
been some like frozen pizzas that I've made
Yeah,
myself
frozen
that are like
pizzas.
just because I always like if I see a new frozen pizza at the store, I'm getting it. Like I need to have it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what the worst. Probably just
I had a
those-
seafood pizza one time that was like not great at the time and even worse coming out.
Yeah, I bet that's that doesn't sound pleasant.
Yeah.
What seafood? Just
I don't even
mixed
remember. I know
bag?
like at one point I remember having a shrimp scampi pizza that was okay, but this one was like I don't know, like clam and I can't even.
Sounds
think
like
there's
someone
nothing
trying
I'd
to push the boundaries.
less rather eat than that.
But it was like I've never had this before. I'll try, and then it's like, well, I'm glad I tried it, but no more.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you're the one that said that you like Stewart's ice cream.
Yeah.
Have you had Stewart's pizza? And if so, what do you think about that?
It was okay. It's when I ate it, it was just like Like freezer pizza.
I know
like the
Dan.
Stewart's pizza.
Dan has been made fun of because
I've
he
been made
really
fun of a
likes
lot
Stewart's
for eating
pizza.
Stewart's pizza. Specifically, the buffalo chicken one.
I do have a confession that growing up, one of my favorite pizzas was from the Hess Pizza.
Yes.
So whenever we played baseball at Glens Falls, at East Field, there's like a Hess like right down the road. And we would go every time, be like, all right, can we go get pizza from the Hess after the game? Like,
I
Dan
love
good
Stewart's
pizza.
pizza.
Dan chose Stewart's pizza over like
It's in between
Angelina's or
two.
something.
It's in between two pizza places, and I choose that one on the way home.
He's a
in college.
lunatic.
okay, that's weird.
That's yikes.
I wouldn't prefer.
What can I
it to,
say?
I just like the Hess pizza because it was like cheap. It'd be like you get like a whole pizza for like $5.
I mean,
it's
cheap
like
too, but I
my
like the taste of
favorite
it.
chain pizza is Little Caesars, and I get shamed hard for that. I love Little Caesars. I don't know where the hate comes from.
I prefer, well, because Little Caesars used to suck awfully.
well-
Now they're just not great.
Yeah, I mean, for $5 or $6, whatever it is now.
That's the thing. Like, yeah, chain pizza, I prefer Pizza Hut, but Little Caesars being that cheap is a strong argument.
Yeah.
Domino's
See,
can right out the window.
Little Caesars is probably the best deal for pizza you can get.
I know.
It's up
Little
there, yeah.
Caesars is like good pizza. And then they have like the Detroit style with like the crisped up edges, so it's like right to the crisp edge. It's like kind of like a bar pizza, a little deeper dish. And
They
you
have
get the
great
crazy
breadsticks.
bread, yeah.
Their breadsticks are so
You get like
good.
the butter dipping sauce, the garlic butter.
But if we're talking cheap pizza, I just heard Boater hate on it. Domino's is my favorite. I fucking love Domino's.
So
Smashing a whole medium pizza for like $5.99.
Domino's is nice because you can get, if you got like friends with you, like I used to do this in Charlotte a lot. Like we'd get, if there's like 4 of us, we'd all get like one pizza for ourselves, and it's like the $5.99 for multiple things. It's a
Like,
that's
a great
if
deal.
someone
Great
gets
deal.
it and there's a table full of Domino's pizza, yes, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's still pizza, but it's not anywhere in my top 20 pizzas.
Yeah,
I'd say
I
it's a
the
fancier
garlic
than Little
on it.
Caesars, though.
That's my favorite part of it. Is the garlic. I just like garlic anything. So, but all right, we're learning people's pizza choices. The Stewart's over like Angelina's is a interesting call, but
Yeah, that's a brave.
yeah, can't say that I agree with that one.
Dan's food choices are very bold.
Yeah,
so.
I guess so. All right, so we're on to our top threes, the podium of foods.
Stepping up a little bit here, I used to be a wedding videographer. So, like, when we're shooting a wedding, you know, often we'd get the same choices as the guests would, the chicken, the beef, the vegetarian, whatever. Steak, mashed potatoes, asparagus from a nice restaurant, number 3.
Okay. I'm not a big steak guy, but I know that that's like just like a classic thing. I like it. It's just like I wouldn't order it for myself.
That's fair.
But that's just like a very classy meal.
I do have a question for everyone at the table. If you couldn't have steak or chicken for the rest of your life, which one would you pick? I would pick
Easy.
eating
Oh,
steak.
hold on.
okay.
You're saying pick steak or chicken. I thought you said either one. I was like,
No.
oh,
Yeah, I
I'm
thought there was
saying-
something else following.
No,
I
I'm
had to
saying
pick
if you
one
had
not
to
to
pick,
have.
you could only eat steak or chicken for the
I
rest
think
of
you
your
gotta
life.
eat pick chicken because there's so many varieties.
I would,
Chicken is
I would
much more
still
flexible.
pick steak.
Yeah.
I would still pick
just
steak.
for one thing.
Chicken
That's
is a lot
gotta
more
be-
versatile. You can do a lot
Mike?
more with chicken.
Well,
would
between
you
those
pick?
two,
Yeah.
I would go with what he said with chicken, just because
Also, loophole. He said steak,
I
not
do
beef.
fucking
Ground
love
beef
steak,
still on the
though.
table.
Oh,
I would say you can still have hamburgers and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
It's not the same.
It doesn't
No,
take
it's not. I agree. I
beef
agree.
off the table completely.
yeah. I just chicken. I'm also just chicken.
It's like I'm outnumbered.
Yeah,
If it was like chicken breast versus steak,
I'd still pick chicken because I just like chicken.
then I'd probably.
Yeah, actually, I'm looking at my
Steak
top
over
2
that.
use chicken breasts. So.
Yeah, my whole list is chicken based. So, did you have something?
Yeah, I was gonna say I recently switched over at Chipotle from getting steak to chicken. I used to get
Okay.
the steak the other day. There wasn't any. I was like, I'll get the chicken, whatever. And now I switched over. I'm a chicken guy at Chipotle.
Hell yeah. Hell
I mean,
yeah.
if it's something like that where they're like, going to like Hibachi or something, they're like, oh, you can do the steak, you can do chicken. I was like, oh, combo of both? Yes, please. I don't want to choose because
Yeah.
they're great.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're
I will
still-
evenly swap between the two when it comes to going like Chipotle or something. What I get last time? Cool, I'll get the other one.
Yeah.
Well, we're still on steak. How does everybody like it?
Medium rare.
Medium
Medium
rare.
rare.
No, it's pretty even
I
all
guess
around
I would
then.
say meat. I would say
I like
He
mine a
doesn't
little.
eat.
I would say well done.
I was gonna say I
eat
like mine a little bit closer to well done than
Yeah.
I'd probably say medium.
I like
never
it red.
order
Medium
steak,
well.
But if I did, I would get it well done.
I don't
And
like
do
it
you
charred
like-
though.
I like it juicy.
I'm difficult about it.
Yeah, I don't really care about the char, either or.
I want it
Do you
cooked
guys
all the way
like
through,
steak
but not
sauce?
dry.
I love steak sauce, but I don't really like steak.
I don't really
I
like
eat it
steak
with
sauce.
every steak.
I don't
A1.
like steak sauce. I like steak.
A1 is just great. I love A1.
Yeah, I love A1.
All right, that's all I had to say. I'm an A1 guy, but I don't like steak.
I know this is a crazy thing to do, but sometimes I'll put buffalo on steak.
You can put buffalo on any meat.
I
It
could
doesn't
see
matter
it.
what it is.
I could see it.
It's very good.
Purists
though.
would say you're ruining it.
You know, purists would say you're ruining a hot dog if you put ketchup on it.
That's how I said.
It's for mustard. That's what people say. Do you guys put ketchup on hot
I
dogs?
also don't love hot dogs.
If
I
you
will
were to eat it,
them. I do put mustard. I don't like ketchup though.
Okay. People
I've
say you're
done
not
that.
supposed to do that.
And people
Yeah,
act
and
like
people
they've never
can-
heard it before.
I go
Yeah.
straight mustard.
Purists in any form can go get bent. I don't
Yeah.
care. Whether it's about food, about some fandom, whatever.
I'll
If
think
you're a
of something.
purist trying to gatekeep, get the hell out.
Yeah.
Let
I don't
people
know if
enjoy
I'm a
themselves.
purist, if anything.
Yeah, what's the point? If you like it, you like
just
it.
sucks. Yeah.
Other people are enjoying things, and that makes me unhappy. Like,
Yeah.
why live life like that?
Yeah. Okay, my number 3. This is an odd one. It sounds really odd. It's called pineapple chicken. So it's pineapple, it's chicken, it's rice and cheese all
Okay.
together.
Like pineapple, like coated on chicken, like
So
juice,
actually,
or-
technically, the chicken and the cheese and the pineapple are cooked together, and then the rice is separate.
all
But
in
I'll
one.
mix them.
So it's like a Chipotle bowl with all that stuff, like a bowl.
I put
kind
it-
of, but with it all
It's
mixed
on-
together.
I mix it all together.
That's how
yes.
it's cooked. It's cooked together all in one big cheesy chicken pineapple.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I haven't had it before. I'm down. I'd love to try
It
it.
sounds really odd, and that's what we were talking about earlier about. I didn't really like pineapple, even when I first had it. It was like, but now it's like my favorite thing.
By the
It's-
way, rice counter too.
yes, yes. Rice. So the reason I love rice so much is because it's just like the perfect like mixer. You know, like you mix the chicken in with it, and it's just like it just completes the meal. It's perfect.
All right.
And then sometimes I'll put some salt and pepper on top.
Well, I put salt and pepper on everything.
It
At least
depends on
pepper.
what it is, but this it adds to it.
Okay. I hate pineapple, but to each their own. My number 3 is, as the TJ argument started today, is chicken parm. That's also my go. I frequently, if I'm choosing a restaurant, I will likely choose an Italian restaurant, and if I'm getting a dish, it will always be chicken parm. Like, there's not much more, like a better dish. Like, you got your pasta, you got your chicken, just a big melted cheese over it and the sauce.
Chicken parm is a great safe dish if you're
Yeah.
at an Italian restaurant that you don't know exactly how they are. It's
Yeah.
it's hard to mess up chicken parm.
It is very hard to mess up chicken
Like
parm.
lasagna is a really good one at Italian restaurants, but sometimes it's like weird,
Yeah, I just
which is
love
odd. It's hard to mess up lasagna
like a good chicken breast, like coated with some nice breading. This place I used to go to when I was in Buffalo was like they did it separate too. So you got your noodles like on one bowl, and they did like all the cheese on it, and they broiled it, so it was like with the melted with like the char on the top, and then they did the chicken separate and did the whole like melted cheese thing over.
I love
top
you
of
mining a
that.
piece of chicken this big. That makes me
Yeah.
really happy.
It's just great, like it's
Yeah,
great.
certain places you get chicken parm. It's like you don't even see the chicken. It's like they put all the the noodles like right on top.
You get like a little chicken medallion that's like this size.
Yeah. I
Other
like a
places
nice
you go, it's
fat,
this size.
breaded, nice fat breaded piece of chicken. It's always.
I have
like-
to say, if we're talking about pasta chicken combos, I'm a chicken Alfredo
Oh
guy.
my god, you're starting an argument.
I am if I had the option of one, and it's odd because I like a marinara sauce better, but I just like the meal chicken Alfredo better than a chicken parm.
I used to like Alfredo more than I do now. Now half the time I have Alfredo, I just feel like gross and weighed down
Well, yeah,
afterwards.
It
if
is
you-
definitely
Especially if you have good Alfredo and then you try to go back to like just a jar one.
Yeah,
like,
that's part of it,
tough
that's
to
part of
do. Yeah, I hope you would agree with TJ. I hope he's watching this when this airs, and here's someone's on his side. He was
no,
having a big. he was having- yeah.
I like
He was having a
chicken with
fit.
marinara too, and I like marinara better than I like Alfredo. But just the whole meal as one meal.
So I don't think I've ever seen someone hate chicken parm as much as Dan.
Yeah.
He was saying call his wife, ask her if she's ever cooked chicken parm in his house and stuff like that.
She knows. They all know. I don't have chicken parm. It was.
He's like, chicken and red sauce, they don't go together.
I was just like, It was. We were talking about the show. I was kind of explaining to him how like it works. We go over our top 5. And we were talking about foods. I was like, TJ, you should join us. And I was saying like, I'll probably put chicken parm on my list. He was like, he like just looked at me like I was from outer space. And
while we're discussing it, we'll say his honorable mention. His number 1 was meatloaf.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working with.
Yeah. And his number 2 was peanut butter sandwich. I don't know.
I hate meatloaf.
Yeah, I do not. I will not eat meat. All right, Dan, you're number 3.
Okay, so we just talked about this, but I'm going with steak dinner.
It's a nice steak dinner.
Yep.
So I specified as my sides mashed potatoes, asparagus. Is that like what do you say on the side with steak?
Yeah, if I was going to go to a restaurant and get that, that's what I get too. Mashed potatoes, maybe green beans actually.
Okay.
Instead of asparagus, because I don't really like asparagus that much actually. Well, I
Do
do
you
like
like-
it, but not as much as green beans.
Do you like a good mashed potatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I like the taste of asparagus better than a green bean, but it's so like stringy that sometimes it's hard to eat.
I acquired the taste of asparagus. Again, it's like working a wedding. You get the beef option. This is what's in front of you, and I'm like, well, I've been working for 10 hours straight. I'm gonna eat what's there,
Yeah.
so I acquired the taste.
Yeah.
Remember when Dan ate all the potatoes at Dave's wedding?
Oh, seems like there's no more potatoes.
I went over and I got a bowl of potatoes, and I was accused at my table for taking all the mashed potatoes. He voted at the table.
Comes
I
back with
didn't
like a
get any.
huge thing of.
I was distracted because I overate and felt like I was going to throw up because it was all so good. So I wasn't paying attention.
The mashed potatoes are very good.
But did you eat all the mashed potatoes? We have to
I
get to the
took like
bottom.
I took a scoop and a half, and everyone was appalled that like I took all the mashed potatoes.
Did you finish the bowl?
No, not even close.
He probably had a pile like this big on his plate.
Was there anything
and like
else on
this
his
tall?
I forget I'm gonna chicken or something.
Mike,
For
did
the
he
record,
eat anything
I-
else or just potatoes?
He did. He was actually. He even tried the cheese, the fancy smelly cheese. I was surprised.
You were so proud of
he
Danny.
did try a couple different things.
For the record, I never knew TJ did not like chicken parm. That explains why we've never had it. Just a small.
Have you had chicken parm?
Yes, I don't mind it.
Okay. All right.
For the record, Dan likes it, unlike his father.
Yes. When you're watching TJ, just know your family likes it. They'd appreciate if it was cooked every once in a while.
Okay, number 3, I'm going to say the Charlie's cheesesteaks.
Okay.
Nico actually went on the Mecca with us pretty recently.
Yes.
So anytime we go to Crossgates, we go to Charlie's. Actually, we go do it in the Colony Mall.
Yeah.
But
Go to the classier Charlie.
so I actually have never had the pleasure of a true Philly cheesesteak in Philadelphia. So I guess I can't really compare, but those ones are pretty fucking good.
I've been recently introduced to them. It is very.
I actually
very
do the buffalo chicken ones sometimes, and those are pretty good.
I've never had it, but it sounds good.
good. It is, and I'm waiting for Dan to add in the banana peppers on his sandwich. He removes the banana peppers. I know John's a big banana pepper guy.
I am. I like my peppers.
It's
I
just-
went I went full works last time I went. I got the pickle, the tomatoes, the banana peppers. Even let them put ranch. I normally don't like the ranch in there, but it was
Yeah.
good with all the works
I
on there.
know. The only thing I take off is tomatoes. I can't do tomatoes, but I do love the sandwich. It's a good pick.
A pretty moist
A
sandwich.
good. I would agree with the pick now. Before I'd have been like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I visited the Mecca. I understand the choice.
Their fries are pretty questionable though.
Yeah, their fries suck. I just didn't even go. That's like the first time that I've gotten food that I have just been like, no, I don't want the drink and fry combo. I think I'll pass.
Yeah.
I think I'll just pay 50 cents less to have no fries with this because I don't want it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're done with our top 3, so we'll on to our top 2s, Boder.
All right, this is a dish that is homemade. I've never seen it out at a restaurant. You guys probably have no idea what it is. I'm going to say what it is and then try to describe it to you guys.
Okay.
It's called chicken divan.
Okay.
It is starting as a casserole that has like chicken, a soup base, has cheese, has a vegetable like broccoli or green beans or something. That is baked and then served over pasta. So like ring pasta, small elbows, small shells, some sort of small pasta. So it's like casserole served over pasta that you cook separately.
Okay.
And it was my favorite dish that my mom made growing up. It's one of my favorites to cook nowadays. I made it last night when I had a few guests over for New Year's. I made a couple batches with like a different vegetable in each batch. It's just, I guess if you want to generalize it a little bit, like a homemade chicken casserole kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like that specific one is.
Yeah. And pasta added in, which is never.
Yeah. I'm a quarter Italian. Everything will be pasta.
Yes.
I mean, it sounds pretty good to me. I could go for it.
It does sound pretty good. And I think that...
I don't think we have a microwave here. Otherwise, I would have brought it for everyone. I have leftovers.
Dan, get us a microwave.
Supposed to be. We did see at Best Buy they have huge like air fryer like ovens now that you can fit like a whole pizza in. We need one of those.
Wow. Yeah.
Just to warm everything up. It had like 8 different cooking options. It could broil somehow, and it was just an air fryer.
We've seen how many people like pizza here, so.
Honestly,
doesn't
save
like
a lot
pizza?
of money in the long run. Until we secure a sponsorship. All right, John, you're number 2.
Okay, I think this was mentioned, but with a little bit of a variation. I'm going with steak and shrimp hibachi,
Ooh. Yeah,
which is
that's
actually,
good, yeah.
It's...
Does it have rice?
It does have rice.
Okay.
Yep.
So
The rest
that's
are
another one with rice. Yeah, so it's steak, it's shrimp, it's rice, and vegetables, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I love hibachi. So I know I said sushi earlier. One of my favorite things to do is to go to a hibachi place, get sushi, and then have my hibachi after that. And the steak and shrimp combo is just my favorite. You know, it was mentioned you could do steak and chicken,
Yep.
you could do steak, you could do chicken, but I always go with the steak and shrimp.
See,
But-
I would agree with you, except whenever I go with my wife who doesn't like shrimp, and they give you 2 shrimp anyway, so I just get hers. So
Yeah.
I'm actually having steak, chicken, and shrimp.
I've never been to a place that just gives out shrimp, but
They had it when we went, when I got mine. They gave me shrimp on mine. Remember, I had to have someone eat it because I will not eat it. But
I usually go to
I
sushi.
mean, if that's what they were gonna do,
I
then
think
yeah.
there's one in Clifton Park that does that. Because last time I went, I remember I was like, nope. When they were trying to show me the shrimp, I was like,
But see,
down the line.
let me hop in here with my number 2 because it's chicken hibachi.
Okay,
Just to
okay.
lump it all together. My favorite's Mikado in Glens Falls.
Okay.
But yeah, we
Very
went
good,
to
very
the place here, Duo, and it was they gave you like they're not big shrimp, they're like small shrimp. And I also
What is it cooked into the hibachi?
No, it's just like it was in
So,
like a
yeah.
little separate. It just like kind of like
I like
laid
when they
on
cook
top.
it in with
Okay,
the rest
okay,
of it,
okay.
you know?
See, I prefer to go to hibachi when you're not like at the table like all that stuff going on. I like just go to like the seats. I guess I can understand if I'm going
Weirdo.
with enough people to fill up the table. Cool, I'll go to the.
You just don't like
thing.
the interactive part
I just don't want
of
to
it.
go sit and eat my dinner with like 10 other people that I don't know. You know,
Okay.
like,
That's fair,
they
that's
fill
fair.
up a big table.
I mean,
And-
I always prefer being at the table, but it's also like it's best if I'm in a group of like 8 or 10. We just get the
Yeah.
table to ourselves, or you go at like 3 in the afternoon when they have nobody, and it's just the
Yeah.
2 of you at the table.
I love the table. I think
I think
that's
the table's
experience.
cool.
Yeah, it's the
too.
experience. No, I agree.
So I don't like vegetables that are like warm. I like a lot of vegetables. I love to just eat them cold and plain. I don't like cooked vegetables.
I would
It weirds me
argue
out
they're
when
a
so
lot
soft.
better when they're
I know.
cooked.
I don't know why I don't like it, but I don't, and I'm scarred for life from being at. If there's like a top 10 foods they don't like, broccoli, specifically cooked broccoli, is one of them. And the guy was doing it and threw broccoli at me, and I was like, I have to catch it. I don't want to look like a fool. I can't catch it. I just had to eat it, and I just sat there with it in my mouth like.
Broccoli
for like
is
10
so
minutes,
much
like, I gotta go to the
better
bathroom,
when
I'm
it's
gonna spit
cooked.
it out.
Yeah. Well, see, like a
I'm
lot of
scarred from that
vegetables are
experience.
great cooked in a meal, but also like raw with ranch or something like that, great as like an appetizer or a snack.
See, that to me is not that good.
I
like eating
love
broccoli
vegetables.
or like carrots or something is not that good.
I could just sit there and eat a bag of carrots, like
No.
baby carrots.
No
No.
way, I hate that.
Love cold carrots.
So
Hate
disgusting.
cooked carrots. Do not.
They're so
it's
good
just
cooked.
see, it's not like the taste. It's just the texture of it. It like freaks me out. I can't do it. I don't know why.
The thing is
You know
vegetables,
I
they soak
understand.
in
I was
whatever
4 years
they're
old at
cooking.
one point too.
This brings me back to a lot of my issues with chicken tenders. But yes, so we had a double.
We're learning
hibachi
Nico's
there.
palate is 4 years old.
Yes, pretty much. Dan,
Okay, so we're gonna go with French toast as my number 2.
Nice.
Love French
Nice.
toast. I like to put cinnamon on the top.
but you have to have cinnamon.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't have to, but you have to.
I know, it just makes it so much better. Syrup. I guess like I could say eggs on the side, but it's really the French toast that makes it. You can get any breakfast food on the side, really. Like hash browns.
Some bacon.
Yeah, bacon.
Breakfast sausage.
Yeah.
I just love French toast. It's just like
Yeah.
can't go wrong with that.
I
Anytime you go
love
to a diner,
French toast.
you got some hot chocolate, you got some French toast, just amazing.
Nice. Yeah, like I'm not big on breakfast food, but French toast is my exception. I will
Yeah.
always.
I love
yeah.
French toast, and I can understand why people don't like it, but if I have the option of waffles, pancakes, or French toast, I'm picking French toast every
Definitely,
time.
definitely
Yeah.
French
It's not
toast
even a
every
question.
time.
Yeah.
I like French toast, but I would not pick it above those things that you just said.
So you get waffles over.
I
French
would
toast.
get waffles over French toast.
And
I can-
pancakes.
Yeah.
I can understand waffles over French toast. Pancakes, no.
Yeah.
No,
Mike?
pancakes for me are number 2.
Okay.
I'd probably prefer French. As far as anything that takes syrup, like the pancakes, waffles, or I'd probably pick French toast over.
Okay.
Now, is your love of French toast go to like any French toast, like even like the frozen one, or like the cinnamon toast crunch cereal?
Kellogg's French toast sticks.
So I'm not that big in the cereal one.
I like the cereal.
I like the
one.
cereal a lot.
No, I'll eat the frozen one sometimes. I really like. Actually, it's funny we're talking about this. I like frozen mini waffles. I know I just said it's my least
Okay,
favorite, but those
okay.
frozen mini waffles, I can eat.
It goes to a certain point where it's like not at all the same. Like an Eggo
Yeah.
waffle is a completely different food from a Belgian waffle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like.
They might be
frozen
shaped
ones.
somewhat similarly,
Yeah.
but they're totally different foods.
Exactly.
They have the one cereal, isn't it? It's literally, I don't know if they still make it. Where it was like little pieces of bread. It looked like that was French toast.
Yeah, they don't make French toast crunch anymore.
Okay, yeah, I used
French
to love
toast
that.
crunch.
That was classic. All
I just
right.
don't like cereal like that because it gets soggy. I don't want my cereal.
Just
to
don't
get
have
soggy.
milk in
Eat
it.
fast.
You can't eat that without milk.
Yes, you can.
That's gross.
think it
It's
gets
too dry.
Yeah.
No, it gets
Especially
way
that
worse.
French toast crunch. It was a little hard. It's good to have some milk to soften
No,
it
it's
up.
good.
Yeah,
and
French toast
hard.
crunch was like, in
It's
retrospect, unpleasant.
Yeah.
Wasn't a
I
fan.
do just like the taste of it.
I think I liked it as a kid because I didn't know any better.
Yeah. All right, I like French toast. My favorite breakfast.
Yep, French toast, great. Thumbs up on French toast.
Everyone likes French toast.
All right, Mike, you're number 2.
Number 2, I think it's taco dinner, just like the whole spread of it.
Nice.
I'm a soft taco guy. I just load it up.
hard
I don't like the crunchy tacos for some reason, but I'll eat it with nachos, all that. But beef over chicken for that.
I do prefer beef tacos. I like chicken tacos.
But I will, yeah. But
I
just,
feel like I'm more of like a burrito bowl kind of a guy than to have the tortilla.
you can tell a lot about a man, whether they eat the
I know,
bowl
I
or
get-
the burrito.
Dan and I get judged a lot for getting our bowls. When everyone gets burritos, we get Moe's or Chipotle or something. I go with bowl, less carbs.
You gotta
think-
be a tad greasy and willing to get your hands dirty if you're a burrito guy.
I feel like it just doesn't. It's more about the taste to me, and I guess about like eating it easy. It's all like falling out.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you gotta be willing to get dirty, like Mike said. Although I do prefer a hard taco. I like the crunch. That's messy. That stuff's flying out.
That goes everywhere, yeah.
That's
You
probably
could
why I
crack
don't.
the
yeah.
whole thing and it
I
just slits
prefer a
down the
soft
bottom.
taco personally,
Yeah.
which is great. Like I prefer soft taco stuff to hard taco. There were a couple months when we were doing Insane Games TV stuff from home during lockdown. My shows are on Tuesday, but when we were like at home the whole time, Taco Tuesday for like 2 or 3 months straight.
Damn right.
Yeah, it's just every week we'd do tacos, and it was fantastic. Yeah.
When the hard ones break, the stuff falls out, and you can use the
like chips.
broken
Then you have
parts.
nachos. I do it- I do it-
Nachos. It's like a
yeah.
combo
Yeah.
meal. Who knows what you're getting?
It's like when I have tacos, I get like the 12-inch flour tortillas, and I'll probably
Oh, you
eat
go
4 of
for it.
those in one sitting.
Nice.
Full to the brim.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I do love tacos.
And then I feel like shit. I think I kind of did that last night. And then did some New Year's drinking combo. Wasn't feeling very hot today. But
Yeah. You know what I had last night? I was just sitting there by the veggie bowl, just eating cold carrots for about 45 minutes yesterday. Just
Be careful, you could choke.
Happy New Year.
good. All right, so before we get to our number ones, we'll quick hit on our trash pick, our least favorite meal, you could say. If you want to kick us off.
So I couldn't think of a least favorite food. Like, there's been stuff that I'm like, oh, no, I don't like this. And then I just, like, I don't experience the meal because I'm like, I'm not going to eat that, whatever. And so I'm going to take this in a completely different direction.
Mm-hmm.
The worst meal you could possibly have is one where someone is breaking up with you over it. If you're like, all right, I'm totally looking forward to this steak, whatever, and it's like, honey, we need to talk. I do not like steak anymore.
Right before you eat it,
I mean, if you're at
Yep. Either way, if you're at the meal.
when I was in Buffalo,
Because like, I don't have a food pick, so just that's...
this is a combo thing. Because when me and my girlfriend were breaking up, we went to dinner one time, and we went to Friendly's, and I got a chicken salad at Friendly's. I don't know if it was just the time. That was the worst food I've ever eaten in my life. So, it was disgusting.
Yeah.
I haven't returned to Friendly's since. I will not go back.
it's traumatizing.
It was disgusting.
I mean, to be fair, it was also Friendly's.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, Friendly's known for maybe the best mini mozzarella sticks around.
Oh, fair.
All right, I like that pick. John?
This is going to be pretty controversial, I think.
I just want
What
to
do
see
you
if there's
got?
rice in it.
There's not rice in it. I'm going with turkey. Specifically, like a Thanksgiving turkey.
A Thanksgiving turkey dinner meal.
That
Okay.
I think
Huh.
that turkey
Revenge
is
for Thanksgiving.
incredibly dry, and
Put some
I'm
gravy
not.
on it.
You maybe just had
I'm
bad
not
turkey.
that big of a fan of gravy. Is part of the problem. So I
I'm
know
going to
dark
ag-
meat is a lot
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
But just turkey, even lunch meats, like you said, lunch meat. It's the worst lunch meat. It
I
is.
love turkey.
I'm not a big fan of turkey.
It smells gross, kind of. But it's good.
If it smells gross, you've held onto it too
no,
long.
no,
I
you
think
take it
turkey
out of the
just has
fridge,
a
it's like,
general,
whoa.
like when I bring turkey sandwiches like with me, like if I have it in my bag, like I feel like you can smell it outside the bag. You're just like, what do you got in there?
It's a bit much.
But,
Yeah, no, like if I pull the lunch meats out of the fridge and it's like, oh, this feels slimy. I don't
yeah.
care what the expiration date is on it.
No,
This turkey's done.
Sliminess, yeah.
I like turkey dinner, but I agree that it's overrated.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of the
Totally
ones where like,
disagree.
oh, turkey's like the traditional whatever. It's like just go with ham.
See-
it's great.
I love the idea of a holiday built around just eating a meal. I just wish it was a different meal. Like
can see
I
it, yeah.
proposed pasta day, where it's just all pastas.
What about rice day? It's all rice.
That would be a good day too.
Every meal that has rice in it, you could eat.
Yes, but pasta day would really make it.
I like turkey, obviously, but
I respect your pick. I don't agree with it, but I respect it.
mine might be controversial just because I feel like a lot of people, it seems to me that they like this as a meal, like a lot, and people would put it as their favorite, but it's pork chops for me. I hate pork chops.
It would be on my honorable mentions of most hated.
Yeah, it's like when I would come home from school and I found out that we were having pork chops for dinner, I was like, this is gonna be a fight of a night with the parents. Like I'm gonna get screamed at because I don't want to eat the dinner, and I say it's
Is it
disgusting.
so? It like just like what, like breaded pork chops?
It's any
baked,
type of
whatever?
pork chops, even like restaurant, like nice pork chops. Like
Like it
avocado
is a little.
or
It's
something,
like a
can't do it.
chewier meat.
It's
I feel
pork.
like.
See, like I like bacon. I don't like love it. I don't eat like anything from a pig usually. Like I'm not, and I hate pork chops.
Pig is
I
it-
hate
ham.
pork chops.
Pig is
I don't
interesting
like ham.
because there are such very different styles of meat that come from the same animal.
Yeah,
Ham, pork,
it is.
bacon, all different
And I
meats,
don't
essentially.
like any of them. except
I'm on
I
the
can-
same exact wavelength there. I'm very picky with what I eat from the pig.
Yeah.
As Sam Jackson in Pulp Fiction said, pigs are filthy animals.
Yeah.
So like, I like pork chops, but I mean, like sometimes they're breaded, sometimes I'll just like they're coated in salsa and baked and then served with rice. Are you on my side?
Rice, I like rice.
Rice pilaf with the baby? Okay.
You got me there.
And sometimes it's in like fried up in a cream sauce, whatever. There are different ways to do it, but I can see that I understand.
Yeah.
Again, I disagree.
I think one of my dad's favorite meals is pork chops, and like he would always get mad because he could never make them because I refuse to eat them because they're disgusting.
It's rough.
I will die on that hill. They're
I mean, my
disgusting.
parents would have been like, "You're eating it anyway. Too bad."
Oh, I was having no dinner plenty of nights when I was younger, as you can
Yeah,
tell
there
from
we
my
go.
palate.
Good.
That's why I have such a slender frame.
Oh boy, I love making pork chops. The kid won't eat it. I don't have to buy as much food. This is fantastic.
starve than eat it.
Yeah, there's plenty. There's a quick story of once. I hate ketchup so much. One time we got McDonald's for dinner, and my burger came with ketchup on it, and my mom grabbed like a napkin and wiped all the ketchup off, and I sat there and refused to eat it. I had to sleep at the dinner table because I refused to eat my previously ketchup-covered patty.
I love it.
I sat there and
That's
slept
quite
at the
the
table.
stubborn battle.
Yep,
Good,
I refused
good.
to eat it. I'll starve. I don't care.
I approve of that parenting, and at the same time, I
God
approve
damn.
of you powering through that experience and
I
becoming
will-
stronger for it. I think everyone won there.
Yep. Will not eat something that I don't like. Refuse. Dan?
Okay, so this is a little of a weirder pick, but I'm going with eel. So specifically unagi eel. It's
Okay.
the only one I've ever had.
I have
but
absolutely
not
zero
like it at
experience
all.
with that.
Yeah, I haven't come across an eel in my travels.
It wasn't good. So
I bet it wasn't good.
Where did you have it? Like, were you at someplace special that you had it as a meal, or
It was at a sushi place.
it was in a sushi place
In
in
Okay, that makes sense.
Nashville, Tennessee. So I got it because there's a Friends episode called Unagi. It has nothing to do with that, but that's what made me want to get the
Yeah.
Unagi eel.
it gets stuck in your head, and you're like, I got to do
And
this.
I didn't finish it. It's no good.
Some seafood is hard to eat.
Yeah,
I like seafood.
All of it.
I like
not
seafood
all of it,
sometimes.
but a lot of it.
Yep.
But some of it is like, especially if it's like slimy or like,
Yeah,
ah.
it was gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
One time that I was on a cruise, they have, like, if you go to one place, they have this special thing of, like, try out this weird ass food. Just here's a little bit of gator, here's a little bit of, there's something like that you wouldn't normally have, and just try it. And it's like, that's just a little piece to try and see, do I like this, or ooh, no thank you,
Yeah.
not for me.
I wouldn't.
It's a nice environment to
I
try
would
stuff
not
like that.
partake in the trying of anything like that.
I will try anything once, and then nope. I don't. I would try eel, but I don't expect that I would like it. Yeah.
If you put eel in front of me, there's 0% chance it's going in my mouth.
Excuse me, sir. Eel is not meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that water snake. I'm good. All right, Mike.
That'll lead it right into mine, which is seafood in all of its entirety.
Wow.
I don't
Okay,
eat
that is
entirely
a strong
seafood.
pick.
Yeah. I've never
That is painting a very wide brush.
eaten like any of that. I tried shrimp once and it was just okay. I didn't like the rubbery texture of it. But
Seafood, more than other types of meat, is very texture based. Like, if people don't like it, it's universally because of texture. My wife doesn't like any seafood.
and the
Pico.
smell of it when it gets cooking, it just like I'm like sometimes super sensitive to smells. Like when that's going on, I'll be like,
It's also
straight
like-
up dry heave sometimes
it's
when I get a
also
good
like,
whiff of it.
if you're not used to it, your digestive system will not have a good time.
Yeah.
I am like, I want to like, especially some like fish, some lighter fishes to like, because I try and eat like relatively healthy a lot of the time. And so like last week I was like, we were going to my mom's for dinner. I was like, oh, maybe make some fish so I can try to see if so I like it. I don't remember what it was. It was something like very basic, like haddock or something just
Yeah.
like pretty plain. She's like, this will probably be a good like starter. I was like, oh, it's gonna be good, just fried, like breaded piece. Took a bite of it and I was like, ugh, like spit it out all over the place. Not
Yeah,
for me. Can't do seafood.
Growing up Catholic, I definitely had my fair share of like haddock fish fries during Lent.
Yeah, I tried it. I did try it.
Maybe what you have to do is you have to go for something that's really fishy, and maybe that would be better.
Dive right in and
No,
Yeah,
you go with
maybe
the thing
that
that's really
tastes
fishy
too
and you
much.
say, "Oh no, thank you. This haddock isn't bad by comparison."
I mean, I've eaten like all different types. Like I've had, what did we decide it was? Oysters, maybe I had something like that. Clam, something. I've had shrimp. I've had fish.
You like
I've
the
had,
crab.
Well, I like that spicy crab. Yes. I've had lobster. Don't like it. I've had other crab legs. Didn't like it. It is what it is. Seafood's gross.
Last time I went to Hibachi was somewhat traumatic because they cook everything in the same spot. So I'm watching them. They're
There's
like
some
cooking.
fool got salmon
like,
alongside
yeah,
you.
they did very close by, and I was
That'd
just
be
like, I was just staring at it. Like, I was like, is he
I
gonna
would've
wipe
freaked
it?
out.
Or he didn't. But it was at my brother's wedding, so I was hungry. I was just like, I guess I have to eat it. But I was this close to being like, I just don't want it. If it touches that same surface cooking there.
Who wants this? Not mine anymore.
All right, so
Number ones.
we're on to our number one.
Number
Should be the
ones.
best foods ever. If someone picks pork chops, I'm done. I'm out.
So it's pork now. My number one is something that you can find at restaurants, though more out where I grew up. It's a Utica, New York area kind of regional dish, chicken riggies. Anyone?
It sounds familiar. I do
it's-
have a friend from
It's
Utica.
chicken and a creamy tomato sauce with like peppers, hot peppers, onions, served over rigatoni. Specifically, the place that was closest to where I grew up served it with stuffed rigatoni, in the same way that like you would have like ravioli and such like that, like a cheese stuffed pasta. I make that. It's like a 2 to 3 hour prep time to make the sauce because it's so many different stages, so much stuff goes into it. I will usually do it like it's my usual go-to for when I have people over for New Year's Eve. I didn't this yesterday, but usually that's what I'll do. It's like not only is it a dish that I really, really like, but it's also like involved enough. I save it for special occasions when I have friends over. It's a social dish. Everyone comes over, they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. So it's part of it is the food itself, but also the social occasions that I have
Yeah.
it.
Peppers and onions and pasta and chicken. It sounds like all things that I like. So
Same.
sounds like a good dish to me.
I think as far as I know, the closest place to here to get it would be Delmonico's.
Okay.
They'll have chicken riggies. Because they started out, I think their first location was Utica.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'd have to try that. Sounds pretty good. John?
Some people might think that this is kind of a basic pick, but I'm just going, no.
Just straight up rice.
I'm going with penne with marinara sauce is my
Okay.
favorite meal.
Okay.
I really think that, first of all, pasta is my favorite food altogether, obviously. But I really think that penne is the best type of noodle also. I'm a big penne guy. And just a classic marinara sauce. I don't think you can go wrong with that. You know? I don't.
that's keeping it simple.
Yeah.
It's kind of like so as far as type of noodle goes, I go like rigatoni, then ziti, then penne. So it's part of my top three. But yeah, it's simple. And then if you want to build off that, you
Yes,
can.
you
If you
can.
want to add meatballs, if you want to decide to swap in, to play with the sauce a little bit, if you want to do a different noodle. But having that as a base, respect.
Yeah. Penne is probably top 3 for me.
It's really easy to make too, so I have a
Oh
lot.
yeah, oh yeah, the easy pasta dish. Yes.
Yeah. My number one noodle is in my number one food is rigatoni as well.
Wow, we are
Which is-
3 for 3 on pasta, 2
Yes,
rigatoni,
a
1
big
penne so
pasta
far.
table.
It is, I guess, I'm pretty sure the way that my grandma calls it, chicken macedonia. It's like basically just a big roast chicken. And then once you cook the chicken, you take it out of like the big pan. You put in your noodles, like in all the chicken juice and
Ooh.
leftovers. Put some Parmesan, some butter in there, some seasonings. You put it back in the oven and kind of broil that, and it crisps up all the noodles like in the chicken juice. and
That
the
sounds
cheese.
That's the
fucking
good
amazing.
stuff.
It's so good, and it was like a thing we always used to have growing up. Like it's I believe it's a Polish dish. Like from my dad's side of the family, we'd always have it. It's so good. I know Dan's hopped on the train. It's one of his favorite things now. But yeah, if you guys haven't tried it, Make
That
that.
sounds great.
You
I
have to
don't
bring
know if
one
I've
in
had
for
that.
us.
I can make it. I dabble in making that.
You have.
I don't.
We had it the other day. It just when we have it sometimes at the house now. Some people I like the noodles to be real crispy. Sometimes people don't crisp them up. It's still good. Like you're still getting the chicken flavoring in the noodles.
Yeah.
You're getting like some of the cheese
Oh,
in
that's
there.
just okay. I know.
We have it
I just didn't
fairly
realize what.
frequently.
Okay, no, I know what
We
it
literally
is.
eat it all the time.
No, okay, I was confused on what this was. The way he was describing it.
Whenever
I know what
it's
this
like
is.
a holiday or a birthday or something, I always like request it. I know Dan's requesting it frequently now.
I feel like he made it sound a lot fancier.
Yeah, because he
than
wants
it
to sound
is.
cool.
It's a roast chicken, and you cooked it. What do you mean?
And then you cook the pasta in the
noodles
juices.
In the
So that-
juices. That's all it is.
Okay, I know what it is now.
I don't know
Gotcha.
what you mean. The title of it, chicken
Yeah,
macaroni.
I've never heard it.
I'm pretty sure
referred
that's
to
just
as that.
Polish, and it's saying macaroni. It's rigatoni noodles, and you crisp them up. It's very good. But yeah, that's my
Nice.
number one.
I love that too.
Nice.
Great. So I guess we're gonna go 4 for 4, and we've talked about this tonight already. Chicken parm, my
Okay.
favorite.
As long as we're
TJ,
talking,
turn it off.
as long as we're,
Turn it off.
talking about everything going with pasta, what's the ideal noodle to go with chicken parm?
I like penne with it.
Penne,
Really?
okay.
Yeah,
See,
that's
I'm
what
an,
we
I'm an
normally
angel
have.
hair guy.
Oof, angel hair is too thin for me. I'll do
love
linguine.
The angel
I
hair.
don't.
like
I don't
angel
mind.
hair.
I don't
We usually
mind
do penne with
long
it.
pasta, but I prefer like linguine. Like
I
spaghetti
like
is my
linguine.
lower end of what can be thin.
I don't know why I love angel hair so much. Yeah,
Ugh,
my brother, he
I hate
makes
it.
his own pasta a lot, and like he uses pasta all the time, and he hates angel hair. He like makes fun of me all the time for eating it. I think he's a penne guy, if I had to guess, or something weird that I don't even know what it would be called.
I think he likes penne.
I think penne is probably
How
the
can
best.
you not like
He
penne?
makes fun of rigatoni and angel, maybe just because they're my favorites, but
So we've got 2 rigatoni, 2 penne.
I guess so.
Nice.
Okay.
Are you a tiebreaker, or do you not have pasta at all, you heathen?
It's not pasta.
Wait, just before we go.
Okay, sorry.
Favorite noodle.
Favorite noodle? I probably just spaghetti. I'm not really picky, but
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised nobody said spaghetti and meatballs,
Yeah.
because that's another like basic
John's
kind of pasta
leaning
thing.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
probably
That's
ziti.
probably the
I like
closest.
ziti too.
Okay. Ziti's good.
I like
That's
penne
bigger-
better than spaghetti, obviously.
Yeah.
Did you have anything to add before we go to Mike? Chicken parm? Okay.
Mine's the breakfast. Nico already knows. Eggs Benedict. Very, very wet. I make it myself all the time,
Nice.
so I could probably eat it like 3 or 4 times a week. It always makes me feel like shit if I eat it in the morning, but it's so good.
That's just such a weird... I don't even know if I've ever eaten it myself. It's just such a weird...
Say the English muffin, Canadian bacon, poached egg, and then hollandaise sauce with
I've
cayenne
never had
pepper splashed on there.
Like, I put cayenne on everything. Love cayenne.
It is.
Alright.
I've always had it growing up, and I've learned how to make it myself. I have this little egg machine where it poaches 2 eggs, and it rings out when it's done. Because poaching eggs is fucking hard to do it like on your own, like the real way.
Yeah.
So-
If you have something that'll do it for you, it's like, yay.
Yeah.
I like how many of our number ones like have a personal connection to, oh yeah, growing up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where, like for mine is like where I grew up, which is it's a different part of the state than here. You're talking about your
Yeah.
grandma cooking that. You were just saying growing up you had that a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that a lot of our number ones have like that personal nostalgic connection kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably eat mine multiple times a week, so.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something to be said for like easy to cook. So
Yeah.
it's like my number one is ramen
Pick
noodles
out
out
your
of the
favorites
bag.
every day.
Yeah.
I would love to have mine every day. It takes like 3-4 hours to make those. So it's very annoying.
Yeah, it sounds complicated.
Might have to have an insane games dinner
Cookout
night
day
at
one of
night.
these
Except
days.
it's
Maybe I'll
potluck.
cook it at Dan's house.
That would be pretty fun, actually. Everyone brings a
Yeah,
dish or
Potluck,
something.
yeah, there we go.
I don't hate that. So what? Say
You need
with
a
me,
microwave,
chicken
though.
Riggies?
Chicken riggies.
Chicken riggies. We had
Penne
the
with marinara.
penne marinara, the chicken macadonia,
Chicken parm.
chicken
Yeah,
parm,
buddy.
Eggs
and
Benedict.
the eggs.
Three
Benedict
chicken in
rounds
the number
out.
one as well.
Yes. And
Point out.
yeah, and once I look at my list as a whole, it's all chicken. And Turkey Club, which is poor man's chicken. But all right, so that was a pretty good list. As always,
Yeah.
we'll throw it up on the Instagram. Everyone's picks. Vote on your favorite. Comment which ones are foolish picks. If anyone likes pork chops, I've got a bone to pick with you. We can chat about that.
If
TJ
you love
making-
chicken parm.
Yeah.
TJ making
Make
5
your
alternate
voice heard.
accounts
Yeah.
to yell about chicken parm.
Yeah, please let us know that chicken parm is a very common thing for people to like. I don't know. If you don't like chicken parm, I guess let us know. And
I kind of want to hear from the people that hate it more. 'cause
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
let
very
us know.
controversial.
I want to see if anyone else has that. I could understand if it got soggy and that's why you didn't like it, but that's about it.
The flavor would still be secure.
Yeah, just good. Anyone else have anything to chime in before we hit the road?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Good episode. We will see you next week. See ya.